Hey, this is Jules. How are you? Today's a little bit of a rainy day, and I know that kind of sometimes plays into our emotions and sometimes plays into our physical, how we feel physically and mentally as well, for sure, definitely. And just being a dental hygienist, I can't tell you how many people I talk to every day that are just struggling mentally. And when these mental and emotional struggles aren't really dealt with, they can show up as a physical ailment. And I just learned that last week. I shared that with you guys, and I have just been really thinking about that. And especially because I am somebody that has a lot of pains, aches and pains. So for whatever reason, most of it's my job. Anyway, so do you have a struggle like that? Let me know. Just comment below, reach out, just say yes. There's no shame in it. And speaking of which, I had this patient, he's like that tough guy, tattoos everywhere, and bandana on the head, and he's a first responder, and I really didn't know what a first responder did, except for they were the first to respond. But I didn't know what like his day looked like and what his responsibilities were, and he is struggling with just with mental health and the things that he sees on the job and he has to deal with. And he kind of made a comment like, my coworkers and stuff are kind of old-fashioned and they don't really believe in getting help for mental health. And I was like, dude, get with the times. Like, we have just come off of a pandemic, and I feel like the backlash is now. I felt like we buckled up and did what we had to do to get through it, and I just feel now that so many people are struggling more now as things are starting to open up than they were before. And I don't know, I'm just doing this video because I feel for everyone. I just feel like we're all in the same boat, but yet we're all different, and people just handle things differently. And as I work practically every day, and I'm just really getting to know people, and I love hearing their stories and meeting them where they're at. And I'm just really surprised on everything that's going on still, just mentally. But anyway, so I kind of was just thinking, like, what would that feel like? What would that look like in your life to overcome whatever it is that you're working on overcoming? And I think of, was it Randy from American Idol? He's like, you have to be in it to win it, and I thought, well, it isn't a race. It's a journey. You hear people say, life's not a race, it's a journey. It's not an end destination. But I thought, yeah, it's kind of like a race that we're doing, but not necessarily to win. But I guess what am I trying to say? I guess I feel like we're in this race, but to run it with endurance and to run it well. And anyway, let me look at my notes. What did I also say about Randy? Oh, and I thought too, that's important to name it, to name it and claim it. Whatever it is that we're struggling with, I feel like so many people don't really want to deal with the issue that is really the root of the problem, that they often focus on other things besides that real problem. And so I don't know, I just encourage people just to be like, what is it that I'm feeling, and why exactly am I feeling this way, and what do I need to do to change that, or what can I do? And sometimes it's nothing physically to change, but it's just a mindset change. And anyway, I just wanted to reach out to you guys and just comment, let me know how you're doing. If you relate to any of this, if you know somebody that relates to this, just give me a thumbs up or a smile or a heart or whatever. I just feel like it's so important to talk about these things and to reach out to people. And maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, nope, that ain't me, I'm all good. And praise God. Praise God for that. But maybe somebody or somebody you don't even know that well is struggling. And so I encourage you to just to reach out to them. And not that any of us have all the answers. I know I certainly don't, but I just definitely have a heart for other people. And my kids struggle with anxiety very badly, all three of them. And so I feel like this is something that we're always talking about, we're always overcoming on a daily basis. And so I just want to reach out to all of you. So I do know of a natural solution that I feel is the number one over-the-counter natural solution. Of course, I do respect the professionals, and some people may need to do both. Talk to a professional. I do think that's a wonderful thing. My kids do. All three of my kids do. And just because they have different tools in their tool belt than mom does, you know what I mean? So anyway, I do know of a really awesome Beyond Organic natural solution. Comes in pill form, comes in non-pill form. So anyway, if that interests you, if you are ready to reach out for that, let me know. You